Hey, hey, Blue Table fans! Have you missed this? Yeah, I've actually had a couple people, say, hey, Sean, where's the videos? And my answer is, well, I don't really got to beat the drum so hard nowadays. And so I'm just here checking in, letting you know that things are going smoothly. I got a call from Rich. Isn't that exciting? Remember Rich Kilton is the #1 orc player in the world. Good for him. I was talking to him and he's like, yeah, I practice about once a week. The hardcore top level tournament guys for 40K, they play, from what I've heard, 4 to 5 times a week. And like really just like practice, get to know everything. That's so amazing. That's really neat. I love that. I haven't played a miniatures battles game in like over a year now. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. But I'm getting the hankering for it, so we'll see what happens. Again, blue table painting is just like it's going smoothly. I've got 30. I have a project page. This is new, by the way. I think I started this in July of 2015. Yeah, so it's been over 2 years that I've kept a page that shows all the projects we have outstanding, the artists, where every project is in the stage. So, and I send this to people that inquire about our services so that they can see, you know, what the log looks like, what they're getting into. They can kind of peek into the restaurant and be like, oh, okay, they're not too busy. So the big change that's happened in the last month is that when I book a project, instead of it going into a pool with sort of a general, vague deadline, not non-deadline, and just sort of getting them through as quickly as we can, I now have specific time frames 3 times a month. So 1st through the 10th, through the 20th, through the 30th, your project is scheduled to definitely be done during that time frame. So that makes me happy inside. I guess that's sort of my big company news that that's like, it's an improvement. I think it's better than how I've ever run it. So anyway, so talked to Rich for a while. That was really good. We're going to do a battle report. I got to go to him. Apparently, he's too good to come up to Salt Lake. Now, for those of you not familiar with Utah, Utah is kind of in the middle of the airline routes of the United States. In fact, if you look at a map of the U.S., and you look at the airline routes, there's kind of this obvious thing in the middle, and that's Salt Lake. That's where people like stop over, and then they go over to wherever it is they're going. So it's Salt Lake. It's a great place to live. It's really, really amazing. A local game shop called Oasis. They moved to a larger building. I've yet to visit them, but they've had a leap of success. It's always good to see a local game shop do well. And let's see here. So yeah, so Rich is too good to come up to Salt Lake to see his old buddy Sean. I'm joking with you, Rich. So let's see here. All right, project paint. So I'm booking new projects, and you should get in touch with me because I would love to do your army. My prices. I'm going for the trifecta of great price, great turnaround, and great quality. And I think it can happen. Let's see here. Yeah, I have options that are like, shoo, it starts looking like Pacific Rim pricing. And, you get what you pay for, but it's there for, if you've got all your guys together, you're just like, I'm just playing with this gray plastic, and you're missing out on one of the joys of the hobby. Now you might think, well, Sean, you haven't played any miniatures battles. What's going on with you? Well, actually I have. I've painted up, just for me personally, with my own 2 hands, I've painted up the equivalent of a couple of armies, actually, in figures for my Dungeons & Dragons game. And really, I just pick figures that strike my fancy, and I put them into my story. And my campaign's going really good. We're on session 16. We'll probably be done by session 20 to 25. I think I'm running the Emerald Spire. In fact, let me see if I can just grab that really quick. Here we go. So this is it. It's a, see if I can get not the flash on it there, the shine. That's sort of like an automaton creature. And Emerald Spire, let's see, it is 155 pages, so, and it's dense. This is all, none of this is non-essential stuff. So it's really cool, guys. And so, but it is a dungeon crawl, and I think that's where my players are just like, oh, just like, to just grind through 16 levels, 1 to 2 sessions per level is, oh man, that's brutal. And of course, I broke the game, made it all overpowered, like right away, because that's kind of how I've always run my games, as like epic games, mythic games. So there you go. Secrets none will survive. So I run my Pathfinder game every week, and that's my joy in life. And so I guess that's what I'm doing. And Pathfinder really is a miniatures battles game now. Very tactical. So, and I'm going to be making a video here shortly this morning. Excuse me. It's such a dry winter. I'm going to be making a, what was I even saying? Pathfinder, da da da. I'm going to be making a video on what Pathfinder books to get. See, we're at 7 minutes. Awesome. Approximately. All right, so, oh, by the way, I don't really have much of a script for this. I just have some notes. That's what I'm up to is the role-playing stuff. It's really great. Blue Table Painting is like it's being run at a very passive level now. And it's nice. Guys, I have so much peace in my life. It's fantastic. I had a great time in the arena, you know, lots of people, things going on, but now oh man, whew, I don't know if I can leave this area of my life. It's very peaceful, and I've really I've been experimenting with something, this idea of moving from outward to inward. Oh yeah, I thought of a great allegory for this, or analogy rather. I think an allegory is more like a story. So anyway, it's like I have a hammer and a chisel, and all my life I've taken the chisel and hammered it to my surroundings, like people around me. How can I manage relationships, or how do I get my kids to do what they're supposed to be doing? How do I carve out this professional life, this company? And I was really, really working hard, just chiseling away like a madman. And then I noticed, it's like, oh, everything sort of snaps back to whatever its natural state is. Like, the reality around me, the outside, tended to just go do whatever it was doing. And so I thought, so I stopped. And stopped for about a year. And then I started chiseling myself. And what I've heard is, change yourself, then the outside world changes as well. Seems to me that can happen on a couple of different levels. One is just perceptual, like change my super terrible attitude, and then maybe life won't seem so awful. Or what I believe in, which is the highest level of that, which is thought actually can change things directly. Thought alone, no action. And then one step down from that is thought becomes inspired action, like leveraged action. So the smallest amount of effort, of inspired effort, can make great changes. So that's where I am. And back to the thesis of the video, which is, hey, what's going on with Sean? We haven't heard from you for a while. So that's what I have going on. By the way, November 30th usually marks a lot of snowfall in Utah. And there's been hardly any. There's a weird, like, low level of precipitation, and I hope something gets going soon. So that just covered my topic of snow. It's nice not to shovel it, but I'm kind of worried. Like, there's a lot of ski resorts around here. What are they gonna do? Talked about the project page. Oh, let's talk about Star Wars. Ah, yay. So I went and saw the latest Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi, and I gotta tell you, I pretty much felt nothing. And then I went and watched clips of Empire Strikes Back on YouTube, and it was awesome. What a great story. Like, yeah. So, and it makes me wonder, I'm like, okay, well, what's the new thing? That's what I kind of have my eyes peeled for, is like, well, what's going on? And the Orville, loving the Orville. I thought there was going to be a regular season, like, 22, 24 episodes. No, there's only 12 episodes in the first season. They dropped the 13th episode. I read that can happen to a show. But they are up for season 2, but fall 2018. So, so much for that. It was nice while it lasted. Excuse me, that you have no idea how great that tastes, like when you're thirsty. Well, guys, that's all I got to say. So, contact me. I've got a lot of great stuff going on, specials, etc., for setting up a project. And I can go from 1 figure up to 10,000 figures. I've got this incredibly flexible machine that is just, my business model is so good right now. It's like, yes, Sean, now you're doing it right. All right, thanks for tuning in, and I doubt you got your inspiration for the day.